When you're locked up indoors this winter, well, a great way to bring a bit of colour into your life is to bring plants indoors. So I've got some sensational indoor plants, some beautiful pots and a great bit of soil. Come on, let's bung them in. And to get started, I've picked three top-class performers. This one here is a stunner. It's Ficus benjamina, or the weeping indoor fig. It's an Aussie native and it's world famous for its durability indoors. This is a foliage feature plant that also has a great appetite for air pollutants that are found in things like adhesives and aerosols, which are pretty common in almost every house in the country. Now, these plants really are very good for indoors, and selections like this, you can't go wrong. They are great filters of pollutants in the atmosphere, and this is just what makes them so fantastic. Don't they look great as well? The best potting mix for indoor plants is a premium mix. Now, that's going to have controlled release fertiliser and water storage crystals in it. Make sure you get the mix with the red ticks on the bottom of the bag. Now, this little beauty here is known as Dracaena marginata tricolour. It is an absolute ripper. It's better known as the red-edge-leafed dragon tree. Now, it is fantastic indoors, almost unkillable. And many years ago, NASA conducted research on plants that clean the air, basically take pollutants out of the air, things like formaldehyde. And they found that this particular plant was one of the very best you could get. This is one of the very best indoor plants you can get. Now, its botanical name is Dieffenbachia, but its common name is dumb-cane. Now, the common name really does reveal quite a dark past. This plant grows commonly in waterways and around the outside edge of them in Africa. Now, slave traders would grab this, they'd cut the cane up and they would make the slaves chew on it. This would make their mouth swell up, their tongue swell up, and they were so sick they couldn't communicate when they were laying next to each other on the boat on their way to their new destination. Now, this would stop them from talking and subsequently any sort of mutiny threat occurring. It's a terrible past, but I've got to tell you, it is a spectacular indoor plant. It is very important that you water them in well so that the mix comes into close contact with the root system of the plant. Now, one thing to remember is to make sure you grab some saucers for the bottom of the pots. They're going to capture any excess water, but don't always keep them full. It's a big mistake. These plants all need to dry out every once in a while. So how do you know if they're too dry? Well, stick your finger in the top of the pot, and if the soil's dry, it's time to give them a water. As a general rule of thumb, during winter, they'll require a drink once a week. During summer, twice a week. It's dead easy. But boy, don't they look good? And most importantly, they're good for you.